Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another video. So today is grocery shopping day and I'm going to be sharing with you guys our grocery haul and our meal plan, but I'm also going to tell you a little bit about a new meal planner that I have. So Life and Apples reached out to me and said, hey, would you like to give our meal planner a try? And being at the end of my Carry L, and I have not replaced that one yet. I've just been kind of putting it in my mind what we're going to cook. I was like, sure, the kids and I would love to look at your meal planner. So I do want to share with you an open and honest review of this meal planner. It is very good. I do like this. So this is what it looks like. This is called Life and Apples is the brand. And I'm going to take you through this when I go through the meal plan. So let's jump into the grocery haul and then I'll bring you back in for the planner review.
Okay, you guys, so I shopped 2 stores. I did intend to shop 2 stores because I was checking prices and trying to get the best bang for my buck. So my budget was $100. I went over, but just only by a little bit. So I shopped at Aldi. So everything here is Aldi, and then I shopped at Walmart. So let me share with you what I was able to get at Aldi. So I got this 16-piece food storage set. This was $4.99, and the reason I got it is because these measure. So it tells you 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cups, and we need to get back to measuring all of our foods. $4.99. The sausages were $5.79. The peppers were $2.29, and then I got these peppers for $2.29 as well. I got green beans for $1.29. This gourmet deli meat. This has the prosciutto, the capicola, and the calabrese. So the salamis. We have in the freezer those string cheeses, so we can do the wraps ourselves. That was $4.99. Green cabbage, I think, was like $1.49. The little cuties were $2.24, and these gala apples were $1.69 for 3 pounds. I was shocked. Spinach was 79 cents. Then we picked up some tuna for my lunch, was 79 cents. Minced garlic was $1.79. I picked up some baby Bella mushrooms at 99 cents. And then the blueberries were $1. They were $2.29. Strawberries were $1.99. Heavy whipping cream was $1.55. Almond milk, this is the unsweetened vanilla, was $1.79. The elevation bars, I don't get these often, but this is 3 net carbs and this is 2 net carbs. They were $4.99 each. Then Jackson likes those peanut butter pretzels, so they were $4.29. They went up. I got some decaf coffee pods because I'm traveling from school to school, $3.89. And then the spaghetti squash was 69 cents per pound. So everything I got at Aldi, my budget was $60. I ended up spending $64 and some change. So I was only over by about $4 and some change at Aldi. Then I went over to Walmart to get the rest of what was on our list. Sliced cheese was $2.44. Carb counter wraps were less than $3. We got the monk fruit sweetener and the golden monk fruit for $5.99. They do have these at my Walmart now. They also have the Swerve, which they didn't have before. Cauliflower was 98 cents. Then I got the sugar-free orange marmalade for Mom. This was $2.79, and the kids like strawberry, $2.79. We got butter spray for $1.38. Then I got 2 different of the diet cran drinks, $1.48. It's cheaper to get the bigger one, but we wanted different flavors this time. We got these drink packets were $1. Butter was $2.98. Bologna was 98 cents. Wassa crackers $2.74. And then the eggs were $4.27. So my budget at Walmart was $40, and I spent $45.96. So I was over at Walmart by $6 and over at Aldi by $4 and some change. So over by about $11. I had planned to spend right at $100. So this is my grocery haul. Now I'll take you into the meal plan. Okay, you guys, so here is the Life and Apples meal planner. It is a weekly guided planner for simple and healthy meal planning. It talks about smart prepping, healthy choices, and happiness. So this is the undated version of this meal planner, which I really do like, because sometimes I miss a week for planning, or sometimes my dates, I just get off with planning. And if it's dated, then you miss those days. So I did want to share this with you guys. I know I've had several people mention, I'm not any good at meal planning. Like, how can I be better at meal planning? And let me just tell you, for the ones of us that are not good at meal planning, this has practical meal planning steps or tips directly in the planner for you. So you can also get a bonus ebook and some printables at www.lifeandplanner.com/pages/bonus. So I thought that was a neat feature of this planner. You can go to their website and then find some bonus printables. So I thought that was really good. So this is what the planner looks like. It's undated. It has nice pages, so thick pages that you can actually write and not worry about whether it's going to bleed through on the next page. It has, here's what's in the planner. So when you open it up, it tells you there's an introduction, there's a step-by-step meal planning guide, how to use this planner, a 52-week meal planner, staple shopping list, family favorite cards, take out and eat out cards, recipe cards, snack ideas, seasonal produce calendar, vitamin index, mineral index, exciting things ahead, expense trackers, and then there's a notes page. So there's a lot that is in this particular planner, and I did want to just show you. So let's open this up a little bit and see. So it talks about, all right, so it talks about the company itself. It says it's a comprehensive guide to meal planning, and I do like that. Makes prepping simple and it's efficient and enjoyable process. So I think that's helpful. Then down here it talks about the 3-step process to plan, to shop, and prep, which is key for any person that is trying to do meal prepping or meal planning. You have to have a process. So when I was going through this book, I actually sat down, opened it up, looked at everything, because I wanted to see how this worked and how it was different from my Carrie L, which I have used. And I've done regular notebooks, I've done a calendar, I've done, Dollar Tree notebook, whatever. But I was very impressed that it talked about 10 steps or a step-by-step guide to meal planning. And like I said, there's a lot of people who say, hey, I'm not really good at meal planning. So how can I use this?
All right, so it gives you this 10-step process. And the first thing it tells you to do, and this is all in the book, right? It's a spiral bound book. So all of these steps are in the book itself. So it says, do your research. Then it tells you to organize your recipes. And it says you can do them in a folder. You can keep recipes you want to try, and then like Shelly does her tried and true recipes. I keep a recipe notebook. There are actual recipe cards in here that I'm going to use because I don't necessarily always write my recipes down, or I don't use a recipe. I make it up in my head. So it's going to work for me to write down, this is Shakima's recipe or new keto favorite, or however I'm going to do that. And then underneath the tip, it gives you these little apples or these little notes here. So under the recipe cards, it says use recipe cards in the planner to have all your go-to tried and tested recipes handy when making your weekly meal plan. So that's the little note that's down here at the bottom of step number 2, which is organize. Then it goes into working with your shopping list. So it gives you on the weekly meal plan, well, I'll show you. Like here's a weekly meal plan, right? It's a 2-page spread, which is really good. And so it has all the days of the week, Monday through Sunday. At the top, it says this is the week of, and then it has your breakfast, lunch, and your dinner. It has your goal, what's your goal for the week? So my goal for this week was to meal prep, and I did write that down on my list. My goal was meal prepping. my budget, I put $36 for trip one because I was going to go grocery shopping twice, but I just ended up having $100 budget for the week, right? So I just will write that in. $100 for the week is my budget. Then it has breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But over here, I have my shopping list. And then down here, I have notes. And this, they suggest that you write down anything that you know that's going to be happening in your week. So for me, I know I have Taekwondo tomorrow night. The kids have Taekwondo Saturday. On Sunday, we're traveling for church. On Monday, I want to make Monday a prep day because that's a homeschool day. So the full weekly spread is really good. And then there's a gratitude down here at the bottom. So what am I grateful for? Well, this week I'm grateful that I had grocery money. You know, I'm grateful that I was able to get some good deals. I'm grateful that Aldi had sales. So, you know, those were the grocery stores that I went to. So, so that is 52 weeks. So there's enough for a whole full year. Then back to your shopping list. Then it says eat and cook with the seasons. Now, one of the things that I really did like was after I go to my 52 weeks. So let me move past that. Then it has my staple shopping list, family favorite cards, takeout, eat out cards, recipe cards, snack ideas, seasonal produce calendar. So I was like, okay, let me go to the seasonal produce calendar because it's fall. And the things I might have eaten during the summer may not necessarily be in season. So they give you a seasonal produce list. These are all the things that are in season right now. So I was able to say, okay, for my family, bell peppers, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, carrots, cauliflower, collard greens. As a keto person, green beans, kale, lettuce. So all the things, mango, well, I can't mangoes, but mushrooms, onions, radishes, all the things I can eat, winter squash. Those are things that I can look right in my book to tell me this is what you can have for in this season. And there's a summer one, and they also have a winter list and a spring list. So I love that part about it. Then I'm just going back. I'm just going to tell you, hit the highlights of the things I felt like were good for me. On my staple shopping list, that's broken down into fruits and veggies, pantry items that I keep on hand, grains and legumes. Now I don't eat grains or legumes, so I can put a sticker over that and change that to something that I do eat or use. Then meat, fish, and protein. Again, dairy, frozen. These are things I keep on hand all the time. Drinks, and then other things. So those are things that I can add in and just have that staple shopping list. Like some people go to Sam's and Costco because they're always trying to get their staple items. But if you don't know what they are, most people end up spending more money. So if you have them written down, and even if I were to give this to one of my children, like Trandon and when my mom was sick, I had to send Trandon to bring Alana to the grocery store. He's like, but Mom, I don't know what to buy. If I had had this at the time, I could have said, tell Alana to pull the meal planner, look in the back, and she'll find everything that we need as a staple in the back of the planner. He would have felt like, okay, so good. She did the shopping for me, but she didn't get everything that I needed. So it was like, oh my goodness, now I have to go shopping again. We didn't have this to have everything written down so that the kids would know exactly what it was that I needed for them to get from the grocery store. But if we have it written down, then all I have to say is, hey, grab the notebook and go. One of the other things that I really did like, if I were going to order the Carry L again, I was going to get the mid-size because although I love the larger one because I need to be able to see really good, I felt like I couldn't take that one with me to the grocery store. This I had with me today. I threw it in my purse and I was able to just open it up to my grocery list that I was shopping from today, and I was able to mark off everything that I got as I went through my grocery stores. And I went to 2 stores today. So I was able to just mark off my list and keep it moving. Now, with, ripping off or the notes, sheets of paper, I can't go back next week and see, okay, I got cauliflower last week. I don't need to get that this week. Or maybe I forgot something from this week that I didn't have a chance to get. I can put it on next week's grocery list. So I do like keeping this in the book because then I'm able to kind of, take what I didn't get this week and put it on next week's list. So that was really good. Then they have a section in here called Family Favorites. And I thought this was really good. And it says, list everybody's favorite meals, school box snacks, special food preferences, sensitivities, or dislikes. So this is a separate sheet and it has little boxes. Everybody has their own box. So mom, sister, brother, Trandon, and Shamika. And we could also put Gracie down here, which I didn't do, but I will put Gracie in there because she is a part of our family. And then I can go in here and write down all the things that I know the kids like. Sister does not like steak. She doesn't like raspberries. She doesn't like peanut butter. Jackson will pretty much eat anything. And Trandon loves condiments. Shamika is vegan. So I can put down, she eats legumes and she eats beans and all of those things. So I can make a list of things that she will eat, replacement meat products. So even though she doesn't eat keto like us, I can still put all of her, favorite things here. And then when I'm trying to figure out what to cook for what kid, birthdays, holidays, or what have you, then I just go back here to this particular sheet and I can pull up what they like and what they don't like. Then it had one for take out and eat out. We don't take out and eat out. We don't do that. Being on keto, we hardly ever go out. So I'm going to leave that page blank for now. Then it gave me the recipe cards, which again, I can just write in my recipes, especially the ones I make out of my head. Because people will tell me, hey, Shakima, how'd you make that? Or what's the recipe? And honestly, most times I just cook things. I don't use a recipe. I just cook in my mind and it comes out the way I'm thinking. The next thing they had, which I thought was really good, is a snack idea sheet, which it gave you just some generic snacks that you could try. They have hummus and crudites is what they call them. So, your fresh veggies and, hummus and veggies is what I would call them. Then they have one for baked apples. You can do one for roasted chickpeas. And then on this side, you could do your own snack ideas. So sit yourself down with the family and say, hey, what are our favorite snacks? And then you could write them in. And then when you're trying to plan for the week, there was not a space for snacks, but you can put it where the lunch is. So you can say, okay, Jackson really likes almonds and chocolate, chocolate chips. So let's do a kind of a keto trail mix for Jackson. Then Alana likes yogurt with fruit. So we could do that for her. So you could write down, and then when you're trying to fill in things in your meal plan, you already have some ideas. So then I share with you the seasonal produce, but then they have vitamins, essential vitamins. So they gave us a list of all the vitamins, what they do or what their function is, and where I can get them. So if I'm looking to get some biotin in my diet, it gives me energy, it has protein, it's carbohydrates, and a fat metabolizer. Where am I going to get biotin in food? I'm going to get it avocados, cauliflower, eggs, fruit, liver, pork, salmon, and whole grains. So it gave me a list of places that I could go to get all of the vitamins. And this was a pretty extensive list. This was 5 full pages of different vitamins. So vitamin B5, vitamin B2, vitamin B1, and all of the things that you could use: calcium, iodine, iron. You get iron from beans and peas, dark vegetables, meat, poultry, prunes. It gives you just the whole list of places. If I'm looking for potassium, they're not just in bananas, they're in beet, greens, carrot juice, prune juice, orange juice, milk, oranges, potatoes, and sweet potatoes. It just gives you this is a comprehensive list if I've ever seen one. And again, you know, I'm not making any money by showing you this. I'm just telling you, as a person who has to plan and meal prep, this is very helpful, because then I could go back and look week to week, or hey, I don't know if spaghetti squash is in season. You know, I got it at Aldi today for 69 cents a pound. Is that because they're trying to get rid of it, or is that because it is in season? So I was able to use my list when I was making my grocery list to say, oh no, you know, I can get green peppers because they are in season. And so it was helpful because I was able to just write it on my sheet. The last thing in here that I really liked, and I'm going to share this with you, was the expense tracker. And when I think expense tracker, because I do Dave Ramsey, I honestly think, oh, I have to write down all of my expenses for the month. That's not how I'm using this. So where it has this expense tracker, and it has 12 of these, one for each month of the year, I'm going to write down the stores that I shopped at and what dates I went to the store. Because what I want to know is, am I staying within my grocery budget, or am I shopping extra shop trips? And remember, I told you before how Indigo Neely, she just has like a set amount of money for the month. And then she just writes down, she keeps a track of when she spent what and what store she went to. So that's what I'm going to be doing on these sheets. Like today, I need to write down Aldi and Walmart, because those are the two stores I shopped at. And then I got real creative in my creativeness, and I decided to color code, because I didn't want to have to write Harris Teeter every time or Walmart every time. So I'm going to use my dots. And so I'm going to put a blue dot for Aldi, right? So I'll put a blue dot, and then how much I spent. I spent $64 and some change. And then I'm going to put a green dot for Walmart, and then I spent, you know, however much I spent at Walmart. So this is what I'm doing so that I'm able to track. If my goal is $100 a week, each week, but I'm consistently seeing that I'm going over budget. I think even Amanda from the Fundamental Home keeps her receipts like that. You know, I need to make sure, do I need to up my budget? Am I not budgeting enough? Or, you know, hey, we're on a tighter month this month. We, you know, what stores can I possibly go to get the best prices? So I'm going to keep my tracker for that reason. And I think that's going to help me out. After that, they just had some notes pages, so you could go in and write any notes in there that you wanted to. And then there's a little envelope thing in the back. Like if you find receipts, you can, recipes or receipts, you can put them in the back. Maybe I need to reconcile my receipts later. I'm taking this with me to the grocery store. I can simply chuck my receipt in this little pocket, and then I can always go back and reconcile later. I do love the black and the neon. You know, I'm never going to miss looking for this because of these neon rings. And then it also has a place to put your pen, which I do like that, because when I'm going through the grocery store and I'm using my list, I'm checking off. So I can put my pen there, and then I'm ready to roll. So for me, I like this planner, and it comes in handy. But I like it for people that said, I'm not real good at meal planning. How do I do it? And I especially love their 10 tips. Don't put a lot of pressure on yourself. Do what you can do. Put down your staples in here so you're always going back and forward to look for them. And then going back to the staple shopping list, I wrote staples for us. Just because we're keto, I need to know the things that we can always have in this house. And if I, like I said, needed to send my son or my daughter or somebody else that doesn't live here all the time for groceries, they've got my list. Even if they don't know what I want to make this week, they've got my list. So that is the planner. Now let me share with you the meal plan. Okay, so I started my week today, which was 26, and I took me down to 29, which is Sunday. But then I came back up to do Monday and Tuesday, just so I'm using up the whole week instead of flipping over to the next week to pick up Monday and Tuesday, because I do my grocery shopping on Wednesday. And so I start usually my meal plan on Wednesday. But we were at the funeral, so I was in Atlanta yesterday. Today is the first day that I've done anything with grocery shopping. So tonight we had tilapia cakes and steaks. We're having steaks for lunch tomorrow and tilapia patty. Tomorrow night, which is Friday night, we're doing breakfast for dinner. I have no clue what I'm going to do on Saturday for dinner right now. Sunday, we're going to have ribs and cabbage, but I usually make my biggest meal for lunch on Sunday, and then whatever's left, we just kind of eat for dinner if we want to. Monday, I'm going to do pork chops and a cauliflower risotto, but I am going to do some meal prepping. We are pretty much out of meat choices. So on Tuesday, I'm just going to do a broccoli cheese soup. So no meat necessary. I probably should do a meatless Monday and flip these two. I might do that. But normally, because Tuesday is our longest night for Taekwondo and prayer and music rehearsal, I need a crock pot meal or something that I can leave on that'll be done by the time we get home. So there it is. That is going to be the meal plan for this week. It's a loose meal plan, but it's the best I can come up with at the moment. I still have to get some more meat, but I'm going to do the best I can with what I have. I may actually do a total fridge and freezer inventory just to kind of see what I have, and then I will update the meal plan. But anyway, there it is, you guys. That is our grocery haul. That is our new meal planner. Let us know what you think. Life and Apples is offering us a discount code, and I will put that discount code across the screen, but I will also put it down in the description box below. They are giving us 15% off for a specific amount of time if you're interested in buying the Life and Apples meal planner. All of that information again will be down below. So go out there, see what you can find, see if you like it. I think you will like it. I think I'm going to like it. And it's going to be great. So anywho, if you like this video, be sure and give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Share this video if you feel like it would be helpful to some friends. Thank you guys so much for stopping by our channel. Thank you so much for being with us as we've had so many transitions in the month of September. We're getting back on schedule, we promise. We do love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.